Without a doubt, that was the best Super Bowl I've ever watched. Not only was it the greatest comeback ever in football, but we were also blessed with a Stranger Things 2 trailer. So the first scene in the trailer is an old commercial, a cool little nod to Eleven's love of Egos in the first season. The next shot shows the boys riding their bikes in Ghostbuster outfits, which is shown to be a Halloween event for school in one of the next scenes. Something to note is that Will is missing in this shot, although it's been revealed that he will be a series regular in the second season. Another character that will return as a series regular is Steve Harrington, and sadly, it has been confirmed that Barbara is in fact dead, so we won't be seeing any more of her. The next shot shows Chief Hopper in what looks like an attic that's being ripped apart. I think it's very likely that this scene takes place in the episode named The Storm. And this phenomenon may indicate the arrival of some creature. At the very least, I think we can assume that something is going on with the Upside Down in this shot. Just what exactly that is remains to be seen. Here we can see the three boys in Ghostbuster outfits again, and this most likely takes place in episode 3, The Pumpkin Patch. This is followed by Hopper stabbing the ground with a shovel. So not much to go on here, except maybe he's trying to find something in the ground, or maybe he's burying a body. I don't really know, but again, it's pretty vague. The next scene shows a person in a hazmat suit, and then there's a very quick shot of Will in a hospital gown, with what looks to be like Joyce to his right. This definitely takes place in episode 2, The Boy Who Came Back to Life, as the date on the monitor is October 30th, one day before Halloween, which is the very next episode, The Pumpkin Patch. One thing to note is that season 2 takes place a year after the original events, and my theory is that as time has gone on, Will's condition has deteriorated, as we already saw him vomiting up the slug and having some kind of flashback to the Upside Down at the end of season 1. This would explain why he's in a hospital gown, although it's unclear if he's being treated or experimented on. This scene also explains why he wasn't with the other boys on Halloween, as he's still probably in the facility the next day. Next, there's a quick cut to two men looking at Will on a monitor, and this makes it pretty clear that they're in Hawkins' lab. The man to the right looks like Dr. Owens, a new high-ranking member from the Department of Energy sent there to clean up Brenner's mess and contain the fallout. It's very possible he's one of the second season's villains, although it doesn't look like Will or Joyce are there against their will. Maybe Dr. Owens invited them there under the guise of helping Will, while in fact he actually wants to experiment on him. I don't really know for sure. Going back to Dr. Brenner, it hasn't been confirmed that he's dead, and co-creator Ross Duffer said there is a possibility of seeing him again, which probably means he'll be in the second season. In the next shot, we see what looks to be like Eleven crying into her hands. I think it's her, it's just that her hair got longer. And then we are shown a drawing of the new monster, the Tessel Hydra. Remember, it's the same monster that the kids were talking about when they were playing Dungeons and Dragons. Next, we are shown Will looking outside as a red storm rages on, which most likely takes place in the 5th episode, The Storm. And in the last shot, we are finally shown the Tessel Hydra, and it seriously makes the Demogorgon look like a bitch. So these aren't in the trailer, but just some additional info for you guys. Some more additions to the cast include Sean Astin, better known as Samwise, who will be playing a character named Bob Newby, who is described as a kind-hearted former nerd who went to high school with Joyce and Hopper and who now manages the local Hawkins Radio Shack. Then there is Sadie Sink, who plays a girl called Max. She is described as a tough and confident girl between the ages of 12 and 14 years old. She rides a skateboard instead of a bicycle, and also the first episode is titled Mad Max, so expect her to have a big role. Decree Montgomery will be playing the very muscular and hyper-confident older brother of Max named Billy. And finally, there is Linnea Berthelsen, whose name is Roman on the show, and she's described as an emotionally damaged, magnetic young woman who suffered a great loss as a child. She is mysteriously connected to the supernatural events at the lab. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this trailer breakdown was helpful and revealed some things you didn't see the first time around.